Hi friends, welcome back. So today I'm bringing you guys another video, and this is gonna be my very late top 16 in 2016. So basically it's gonna be a yearly favorites from 2016, except it's narrowed down to 16 products, which I love that idea. I saw Texas Mommy of Boys do this video. I'm not sure if she's the one who originally came up with the idea, but she's the one who inspired me to do this video, and I love the idea because I feel like yearly favorites intimidate me so much. Like when it's time for yearly favorites, I'm just like a little put off by it because I feel like they're all over the place. It's like impossible to gather all of my favorite things from the year of 2016 or from the previous year, you know what I mean? So this video is not going to be in order from like 16 to 1 of like my favorite things. It's just going to be all my favorite things. I'm actually going to go in the order that I would apply them to my face, which is pretty much how I always do these kind of videos. I always go in that kind of order. Otherwise, I would be all over the place. So I'm just going to go ahead and start. The first two things I want to talk about are not makeup related, but then number 3 through 16 will be. I didn't realize this, but actually the first two non-makeup related products are pretty new to me, but I feel like they need to be in this video because I love them that much. So the first thing I want to talk about is actually nail polish, and they are the KL Polish nail polishes. This is Kathleen Light's brand. I'm sure you guys all know already by now. I have to talk about this nail polish because I am so in love with the formula. I did pick up all 6 shades. These are the 3 that I've tried thus far. So far, Brick Sidewalk is my favorite color. I just think it is such a beautiful, unique shade. So this is the color Zoe. I was wearing this in my previous video before I was actually wearing Caramel and Zoe in my previous video because I did my nails like in the middle of the video. It was a first impression, so it makes sense. But what I find so unique about this entire nail polish, I love the brush. I love the brush in ways you guys don't understand. It's like the perfect shape. It's a fat, I don't know if you guys can tell. I really don't want to spill this. I know I will. I know that I will. It's like a fat brush that just coats your nails so perfectly. They last so long. I mean, of course, I do a base coat and a top coat, and I do 2 layers, as you should do with pretty much every single nail polish. Honestly, I wish every single color came in this formula and this bottle. I would buy it. I think Kathleen did such an amazing job with this nail polish. So my second favorite thing from 2016 is actually a perfume. You guys know already I love perfumes. Obviously, I do plan on doing a perfume collection. I know you guys have been asking for one, and I am gonna do it. I swear I will not leave you hanging. I just want to make sure that my collection is good before I hit you with it. But the perfume that I want to talk about is Versace Eros Pour Femme. The reason it's in this container, of course, is because Scentbird did send this to me. They asked me which perfume I would like to pick out, and I immediately knew I wanted to pick this one. Elver used to have Versace Eros like for guys, and he loved it. It smells amazing. I think I'm the one who actually picked it out for him. I think I smelled it and I was like, oh no, wait. Oh, Elver needs that. So I love that cologne, and what happened was Mama Danger smelled it one day and she was like, oh no, we need to give this to my husband, so tell Elver to go get something else. So that's why when Scentbird contacted me, I immediately knew. I was like, yes, that's the one that I want. I had been wanting to smell it forever, and I just never actually went to smell it. I'm actually gonna spray some right now because Elver and I are actually going to dinner pretty soon, and I love this little Scentbird container. I'm not sponsored, by the way. I'm not sponsored. I'm not being paid to talk about this or anything like that. I don't have to do anything. This is just something that I want to talk about. And what I love about it is it's so different from any of the perfumes that I usually wear. I go for really like heavy, musky, I got it in my mouth. I go for really heavy, like deep, sexy scents like Prada Candy. I love Saint Laurent Black Opium, which I actually don't have right now, which is why I need to update this collection real soon. Those are 2 of my favorite scents. They're really, really sweet and really kind of, I don't know, musky, I guess, sexy. I'm not sure. I can't explain things. This I love because it still has like a hint of sweetness, but it's so fresh, and fresh scents are something I never go for, but I think that this is so perfect for every day. I've been spraying this like crazy. I'm surprised it still has as much as it has, honestly, because I take a shower in it all the time. So I love this. I'm definitely picking up the full size, which you'll also see in my perfume video. So now we can move on to all of the makeup favorites. My third favorite thing is a foundation, and I'm so happy that I found this foundation. You guys don't understand. Everybody was always talking about their holy grail foundation, and I feel like I never really had one. This is an Urban Decay All Nighter foundation. I did do a first impressions on this. I'll link it down below. Mine's in the color 8.75. First of all, this packaging, it's like the reason I'm alive. This is like the most cool packaging in the world. It reminds me so much of Spider-Man. I'm not sure why. I think I did say that in my first impressions video. I don't know, this just reminds me of Spider-Man. I don't know. What I love about this foundation is that it is so long lasting. It is super, look at me when I say this, super full coverage. Of course, you can see a lot more details in the first impression, so I won't say too much. But just know that this is my holy grail as of right now. It's my favorite. If I am going to like somewhere where I need to look super flawless, like if I was getting married again, this is what I would wear. Absolutely no question about it. My fourth favorite thing from 2016 is a brow pencil that I discovered, and I feel like there's so many different brow pencils I could mention right now. I feel like I used a lot of brow pencils in 2016. But the one I want to talk about is the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. I've been using this the most as of recently. And mine is in the color 6, which I believe is the darkest color. I think this is the cutest packaging in the history of mankind. I think I want to keep buying this only for the packaging because I think this is the most adorable thing of life. Are you kidding me? Is this a question? Are you kidding me? I love that this comes with the brow pencil on one side and the spoolie on the other side. I'll be honest, I don't really use the spoolie. I almost never spoolie my brows. So the reason that I love this brow pencil is first of all the color. So let me show you guys the color. If you know what I like in a brow pencil, my least favorite thing is warmth. Any type of warmth in my brows, I'm just not here for it. I feel like even if I had really warm hair, I feel like I still wouldn't want warmth in my brows. I just don't like it. I don't think it looks good on me. So this I love because it's pretty ashy. I'm not sure if it's coming off on camera, but it's pretty ashy, which I love. And I just love the shape of this pencil. It's kind of like the brow definer, except like a baby size. And it also has more of like a diamond shape at the bottom instead of it just being a triangle, if that makes sense. I think this was really innovative, and I'm not really one to be all up in Benefit, but I think this was a good one. I think I like it. I think I'm here for it. So I probably should have talked about this before I talked about the brow pencil, but it just didn't occur to me. So the next thing I want to talk about is a concealer. What is this, my 5th favorite thing? I'm gonna lose track. I know I am. I think I'm on number 5. So this is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Everyone has to mention this in their yearly favorites. Every single person on YouTube has to mention it. I don't understand how you could not. I mean, I guess if you didn't try it, you could not. But it is incredible. This is the hands down best concealer I've ever tried. I have mine in the color Tan Sand, which I am so lucky. This was actually the only color that was in stock when I was ordering it, and it just so happens to be what I think is my favorite. Not my favorite, my perfect color. This is the color right here. So for highlighting, that's a good shade. It's so full coverage, so lightweight. It does crease. I don't think that it's creaseless. I don't know why people are saying that. Maybe they have less lines under their eyes than I do. But on me, it definitely creases. But of course, just go in and set it and you will be good to go. I am just best concealer, hands down. One of my favorite things, obviously. Obviously it wouldn't be in this video if it wasn't. I have 2 palettes that I want to talk about. These are my 2 favorite eyeshadow palettes in 2016. Again, I feel like some of these I discovered later in the year, but actually both of these probably. But I'm obsessed with them. I can't put them down. So the first one is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. Just looking in this, it's like, is that even a question? Of course I have to mention this. This is the most warm, beautiful eyeshadow palette in the entire universe, and I know what you're gonna say. There's no black in here. I know you're gonna say that. But this color Cypress Umber, it actually comes off pretty dark on the eyes. So dark that I feel like sometimes maybe I don't need a black. I know, take a seat. It's crazy. But I think that the formula of these eyeshadows are out of this world. They're incredible. The warm colors, they make my heart melt. The pinks, I can live without, I'll be honest with you. But the colors Raw Sienna and Burnt Orange, for my crease, I'm obsessed with them. The color Real Guard Red Ochre, I can't even talk about how obsessed I am with it. This palette is amazing, and it comes with a lot of shades. It's a really good value. I love the packaging because it's so soft. I think if you don't have this in your life, you absolutely have to pick it up. There is no way you can just like live your life without the modern. How? So for my number 7 favorite thing, it's another, is it 7? It's another eyeshadow palette, and I feel like if you guys don't know what it is, I'm not sure if we can be friends, because ever since I got it, I've been talking about it non-stop. I've been using it non-stop. It's my favorite thing, my favorite eyeshadow palette, I think, ever, I think. So this is the Tarteist Pro eyeshadow palette. This is what it looks like on the inside. I am so obsessed with this palette. I'm so obsessed with this palette. I can't even explain to you how obsessed with this palette I am. Although I'm sure you know. What is that? So you get 16 matte shadows and 4 duochrome colors. I will be honest, I have still not played with the duochrome colors. I just don't feel like the duochromes are the kind of colors that I would go for. I don't know. There's just something about the array of the duochromes that is not my favorite. But the matte colors, they're everything. They're heaven sent. Every single time I do my makeup, I use the mirror because I feel like if a mirror could be HD, that's what this is. This is an incredible mirror, and it's very enormous, which is exactly what I need because I got a big old face. The colors are very smooth. They're very pigmented. I love matte eyeshadows in general. I, of course, have to use matte eyeshadows for every single makeup look that I do. So this always comes in handy. The black in this palette, you know I had to talk about it. It is super black, and I love it. You can do so many different looks with this. They are all pretty neutral, but you can always go in with like one of these colors for a pop, and this is my number one. So for my number 8 pick, I do have some more eyeshadows, and I'm sorry, it's not my fault. You guys know I'm an eyeshadow fiend. I love eyeshadows. Doing my eyeshadow is not my favorite part of makeup, but it's up there. I take my eyeshadow very seriously. So this is the Melt Cosmetics Rust Stack, and I would have to say this is one of the most neutral things that I love, but it is so perfect for this is so perfect for everyday looks. Even though I'm not a neutral eyeshadow kind of person, if you are, there's no question that you need this in your life. I'm gonna try to like set this up all cute, how they do on Instagram. Let's see. Oh, I did it. So these are the colors that come in it, and there's 5 instead of 4. Usually they have 4, but there's 5 in this one, and as you can see, they're all pretty neutral, but you can get such a beautiful smoky eye with this. You can get such a beautiful neutral eye if you just stick to like the first couple shades. I think this is ideal. You can see, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I've dipped into these pretty intensely. I think I did also use this stack in my husband does my voiceover video, which I'll leave down below. But I just think this stack is ideal for people who like neutral looks and who mainly do neutral looks. These all work a lot better with eyeshadow primer, just like most most shadows do. But I would say if you don't use eyeshadow primer, that's just not something you're into. A, you need to be into it. But B, maybe skip on these because I don't think they work really at all without eyeshadow primer. For my 9th favorite thing, I have to mention these pigments, sorta. These are the Eyedeal Duos by Dose of Colors. I feel like I use these throughout the year over and over and over and over again. I use them in so many different videos, but they're just this small little pot, and they have a cream on top, and then on the bottom they just have this gorgeous, I don't know, kind of hybrid of a glitter and a pigment. This is the color Envy that I used for my birthday. I love the cream base, which usually I'm not a cream base kind of a person. I'll be honest, I use Too Faced glitter glue for pretty much everything, but these are really good cream bases. They're really sticky, but really pigmented at the same time. I think you could even get away with only using this and not even going in with the pigment, and you would still have a beautiful look. And it has a little mirror. Look at that. That's like the cutest. I love mini anything. Anything that's small, I love it. And I know a lot of people say that these are not useful, but I find them to be useful because, you know, if you want to get right there, I can see it. No problem. So I think it's okay. The pigment slash glitter is so unique because it's kind of a hybrid. It's a pigment and a glitter, and it just goes on so beautifully, and I cannot say enough good things about it. I just brought over a couple of my favorite shades. I have every single color that they've come out with, and if they come out with more, I'm gonna get more because they are just, they're perfect. So the colors that I have here are Envy, which I used for my birthday. Shell is a very beautiful kind of a neutral color. I use it all the time. I think I used it this past New Year's. Sunset, I don't even know how many times I use it. This is my absolute favorite color of the bunch. It's a very warm copper kind of a gold, And then Mermaid I also used in a tutorial. I'll try to link all these down below, but I make no promises because that's a lot of videos. My number 10 favorite thing is a pair of lashes I discovered in 2016, and these are the Queen Bees by Koko lashes. I think these are one of the nicest pairs of lashes that I own, and I own a lot of lashes. If you guys know me, Elver knows. I mean, he said it in my voiceover video. Lashes are one of my absolute favorite things. They are just, I feel like they make an entire look. Your eyeshadow could be whatever, your lips could be whatever, your highlight could be whatever, but if you have a good pair of lashes on, you're cute. You're automatically cute. Even though I'm not wearing them today, I can remember several videos that I did use them for. So I'll link down below any of the videos that I can remember. But I love these because A, they're inexpensive, which is always a win, but also they are so wispy and long and flirty, and what I love the most about them is that you can see your makeup underneath, but you can still see the lashes. That's kind of a combo I feel like is impossible to achieve. You either have intense lashes and that's all anyone can see, or you have really wispy lashes and you can barely see them, but you can see your makeup underneath. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. So this is the best of both worlds. I love it. I have to shout out Katie at Luster Lux because obviously she's the one who put everybody on those lashes this year. But I just think if you haven't tried them yet, if they're in stock, because I know they're impossible to get. They're like never in stock. If they're in stock, you need to grab them. You need to grab them now. Moving on to face products. And of course, if we're talking about face products, I couldn't leave this out. This is the Tarte and Makeup Shayla Contour Kit. My two favorite colors in the palette are this one, which is part of 3 and 4, I guess. And then this one, which is number 5. This is a beautiful blush. Probably my favorite blush shade in the world. I could wear this blush every single day of my life. And this contour shade is absolutely perfect if you're my skin tone. It smells like the Koko Contour Kit by Tarte and all by Too Faced, and all the chocolate stuff that Too Faced does. It smells like that, and it's very blendable. I use this almost every single day in 2016 as soon as I got it. You guys know I'm not even kidding. I have to force myself to not use it because I feel like it just gets a little bit like okay, we get it, you like the palette, what else? Another face palette that I love, which is actually limited edition. Actually, I'm not even sure if that other palette is limited edition, but I believe you can still purchase everything in the palette, I believe in split pan form, which is obviously a dead giveaway. That I'm going to talk about the Jaclyn Hill Champagne Glow face palette. And the reason I love this is because I reach for it all the time, whether I want to reach for Prosecco Pop, Champagne Pop, one of the blushes. I reach for it all the time. This is one of my favorite pink blushes in the entire world. It's such a beautiful shade of pink. Champagne Pop is incredible. Prosecco Pop, also incredible. Obviously, I swatched them really awkwardly because like, who would I be if I didn't? There they are on my hand. Amaretto, which is this center shade, is perfect for every day or for anybody who doesn't like to go overboard with their blush. It still shows up and it just makes you look really healthy, and I love it. The last shade, Rose Spritz, or Rose Spritz, sorry. I don't really use that much, I'll be honest. I'm not so into shimmery blushes. I like more of a matte blush. But these other two I use all the time. Champagne Pop, use all the time. Prosecco Pop, use all the time. I think that you guys have seen me use it probably more than a lot of things in 2016. So I needed to give it a shout out. A shout out, can I talk? But probably my favorite discovery in the entire year of 2016, I feel like you guys should know this already, is the Jeffree Star Skin Frosts. I am obsessed with these. I don't think anything compares to them. Anything at all. Anything. One thing does not compare. The color that I'm wearing today is Lavender Snow, which I brought just to show you. I used a lavender pigment on my eye, so I thought, why not toss on some Lavender Snow? It's pretty lavender. But my favorite color is King Tut. Of course, I saw that he's coming out with a new one in February, which you guys know I'm going to be all up on. But this is King Tut. I use this all the time too. I'm going to swatch it a little. It is, if you look at it compared to the other highlighters, this is King Tut. And then this is Champagne Pop and Prosecco Pop. You can see it's more intense than the others. I hope it's coming off on camera, but in person you can definitely see. This formula is unlike anything. If you have not tried them, you need to try them. I also love the color Ice Cold, which I don't put on my face ever. I never will, I promise. I just love it for my inner corner. I use it almost every single day for my inner corner. Look at how are you kidding? Are you kidding? No, I don't think you are. The next thing that I want to talk about is a specific lip pencil. I'm not even sure if I discovered it in 2016, but I know I use it all throughout 2016. So this is the ColourPop Lippie pencil in Grunge. I wore this on my wedding day. I feel like I've said this so many times, but it is the most beautiful neutral color. It's right here next to my brow pencil. It is the most beautiful neutral color. It is just perfect. It's $5. You cannot go wrong. I think this is the greatest thing that ColourPop has ever come out with, in my opinion. I need like 47 backups because I know ColourPop likes to discontinue their stuff. I see you, ColourPop. If I had to be without this lip pencil, I don't even know what I would do with myself. I'm being honest with you. If you look in my description box, I always put my makeup of the day like details. And pretty much every single time you'll see like ColourPop Lippie pencil in Grunge. I think I'm on my last two things, and I'll be really mad if I forget something. Everything is here, so it looks like I'm only on my last two things. And they're both by the same brand. You guys know I secretly, but not secretly at all, love Kylie Cosmetics products. I think they are so good. Every single one that I've gotten I've been happy with. So the ones that I want to talk about are, I guess, my product number 15 and my product number 16. So 15 is the lip kits. I use them all the time. I'm wearing one today. The color I'm wearing is Moon. I love the formula of these. I think I personally don't have one bad thing to say about them. They're not drying at all. My lips do not even feel like there's anything on them right now. They are super smooth. The lip pencils are really smooth. They're very pigmented. I have nothing bad to say about it. So I brought a couple of my favorite shades, which is not a couple at all because it's a lot. So I have Dolce K. I'm not going to swatch all of them because this video will literally be 30 minutes long. Love Bite, which I'm pretty sure I've used all of these in videos before, so you guys are not new. And I do have a Kylie Cosmetics lip swatch video that's always linked down below, so you can always check that out. Candy K, which is probably my favorite neutral lip like of all time. No, I'm just kidding. Ashton by Anastasia Beverly Hills is, but that's second. And then Brown Sugar, which is more of a recent color. Just know, although I'm sure you do know, just in case you don't know, just know that I am obsessed with those. I use them all the time. And the last thing I want to talk about is actually a lip gloss formula, but also color. I love the Kylie Cosmetics lip gloss formula. It is my favorite, hands down, no question about it. I don't feel like there is any competition with it. I think it is the best lip gloss formula ever. And I do like the brush. I know a lot of people wish she had more of like a traditional doe foot applicator, but I do really like the brush. The color that is my favorite is the color Literally. This is what the brush looks like. Again, I also swatched these in that Kylie Cosmetics video. It is just the most pigmented, this is the gloss right here. It's the most pigmented, beautiful neutral color. And they're super smooth. They're not sticky at all. I am so here for it. You guys don't understand. That is the best lip gloss ever. So that is it for my yearly favorites. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to leave your favorite things from 2016 down below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did like it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. And with that, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Hi friends, welcome back. So today I'm bringing you guys another video, and this is going to be a first impressions on the new Hourglass Vanish Stick